Health and nutrition are as controversial and argued over as much as politics and religion. Everyone is saying conflicting and confusing information when it comes to health and nutrition, but I believe there are a few facts we can all agree on. Number one, temporary effort will only have temporary results. It means you can't stop. If you make healthy changes to your life, you must keep it up forever. If you stop, you'll fall back to where you were, or worse. This is why diets to lose weight never work long term. They're just not sustainable. Number two, whatever you do to nourish and feed your body, it must work at the cellular level. It must nourish, heal, and replenish cellular structure at the DNA and chromosomal level. If not, you're really just kind of putting lipstick on a pig. You're covering up the problem, not dealing with it at the root level. Your overall health is determined by your cells. And number three, weight loss, maintain healthy weight, and overall health is determined more by what you eat than what you do at the gym. You cannot exercise away the effects of poor nutrition. It's simply impossible. So let's go into a little more detail on those 3 points. In order to be healthy long term, you must do something that is sustainable and that you continue doing for the rest of your life. We all know that if you stop eating healthy, exercising, and taking care of yourself, you will lose everything that you've achieved. You will automatically just fall back into a state of bad health. This is a universal law known as entropy. As human beings, we're not naturally healthy and fit. We have to put energy and effort into it, or we naturally decline into poor health. A temporary effort will only achieve temporary results. If you want those results to last, you have to keep doing whatever achieved them for the rest of your life. Now, as I said before, we really need to focus on our health at the cellular level. We're all way too concerned about carbs, proteins, and fad diets that don't address the root of our problems. Scientists have only recently discovered that how long we live, how good we feel, and how susceptible we are to chronic debilitating diseases is determined by our telomeres. In fact, this research was awarded a Nobel Prize in 2009. This is cutting-edge, tip-of-the-spear research that has proven that our age is not so much based on how many years we've been alive, but is determined by the length of our telomeres. So what's a telomere? Well, I'm going to let one of the leading telomere researchers answer that question.
In our study, we looked at telomeres, which are the ends of the chromosomes that control cellular aging. They're often likened to the plastic tips on the ends of our shoelaces that keep the shoelaces from unraveling. The telomeres help to keep our DNA and our chromosomes from unraveling. And as our telomeres get shorter, our lives tend to get shorter, and the incidence of the most common diseases like heart disease and cancer goes up. And we also found that the more people change their lifestyle, the longer their telomeres got at any age. And that's a very empowering finding, and also one that helps give us more confidence in the validity of our findings. Till now, we thought that only telomeres could get shorter. Now we found that they can actually get longer. Well, this is a very new technology. It was developed by Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, who was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine 3 years ago for discovering telomerase, which is an enzyme that lengthens and repairs telomeres. And so, because our studies were done in her laboratory, they have great credibility.
Now, recent studies have showed that telomere shortening can be reversed. Telomeres can be lengthened through diet, exercise, and reducing stress. In fact, a Harvard researcher has shown that by activating telomerase, the enzyme that strengthens and repairs telomeres, can rejuvenate aged and dying tissue. Telomere research is not happening in a closet. It's breaking wide open across the globe and is going to change everything we believe about health, nutrition, disease, and aging. As we've discussed, if we can lengthen telomeres, we lengthen our lives, feel better, and avoid many debilitating diseases. Changes in lifestyle and diet have proven to lengthen telomeres. But what if there was one very simple thing you could do to jumpstart the process and specifically repair and lengthen your telomeres? That's where the collaboration of Dr. Bill Andrews and Dr. John Anderson comes into play. Popular Science magazine called Dr. Andrews the man who would stop time based on his breakthrough research in telomeres and aging. Dr. Andrews is a molecular biologist and is a leading researcher at healing the body from the cellular level. He is at the tip of the spear in telomere research. Dr. Anderson is a world-renowned master formulator known as the Mineral Man, who has formulated over 2,500 products for over 600 different companies. In a joint effort, they have developed all-natural compounds that activate telomerase, which in turn lengthens telomeres and leads to better overall health, increased energy, faster recovery, and can make us less susceptible to debilitating diseases. But before I tell you about their revolutionary breakthrough discovery, let's briefly talk about nutrition. Processed foods provide calories but lack nutrition, and most of us are eating primarily highly processed foods, which leave us fatigued, overweight, and lead to many chronic diseases. In 1927, a study at King's College, University of London, of the chemical composition of foods was initiated and eventually published in 1940. Over the next 51 years, the study continued, with most recent results being published in 1991. Between 1940 and 1991, it was possible to compare and contrast the mineral content of 27 varieties of vegetables, 17 varieties of fruit, 10 cuts of meat, and some milk and cheese products. These results demonstrate that there has been a significant loss of minerals and trace elements in these foods over that period of time. Additionally, in 1997, UCLA conducted a study of the effects of iron. They had a sample of spinach from 1953 and compared it to spinach that was grown in 1997. And they concluded that you would have to eat 43 bowls of spinach in 1997 to equal the mineral content of just one bowl of spinach in 1953. And if you want to really dive into these details of what I've explained here, read Dr. Peter Greenlaw's book, Why Diets Are Failing Us. Obviously, we can see that even what we consider healthy foods today, like spinach, simply do not have the nutritional and essential mineral density they once did. Additionally, you're probably supplementing for this right now without even knowing it by energy drinks, coffee, caffeinated sodas, sugar, and other short-term fixes to offset the fatigue and lack of energy and overall poor feeling that most of us have. So what if we take what we're already doing and just reverse it? Not do something totally new, but just take what we're doing and reverse it and put healthy nutrition into our bodies that naturally fuels and nourishes our bodies, and then just keep doing that forever. Now, the revolutionary breakthrough developed by Dr. Bill Andrews and Dr. John Anderson is Isagenesis. Isagenesis is an all-natural supplement specifically designed to support, strengthen, and rejuvenate your telomeres. As I said before, Dr. John Anderson, who's designed over 2,500 custom formulations for organizations such as the U.S. military, NFL teams, NBA teams, and more than 600 other organizations and companies, has stated that in his opinion, Isagenesis is the most significant formulation of his lifetime. Simply take 2 capsules in the morning, 2 at night, and the package contains a 30-day supply. Isagenesis is the solution to healing your body at the cellular level. To cover the nutritional side, Dr. Anderson has formulated IsaLean Shakes. Now, this is not one of those diet shakes that you may have heard about or be somewhat familiar with. This is a superfood that compensates for the lack of minerals and nutrients in our food and provides everything your body needs in one convenient meal. IsaLean Shakes contain 24 grams of undenatured whey protein and 23 vitamins and minerals and micronutrients that are seriously lacking in a typical diet. Simply replace one meal of your choice each day with an IsaLean Shake. You're already eating, so give yourself a high nutrient meal in place of fast food or processed food. We're just taking 2 things that you're already doing, eating and supplementing with caffeine or sugar and other unhealthy snacks, and replacing them with super healthy alternatives, and probably at a lower cost than what you've already been spending. We call it the Isagenix Forever Pack. Now, you don't have to take my word or other people's words as to how well these products work. You can try them yourself risk-free. In fact, prove me wrong. This system comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. That's right. You get to eat the shakes and take the Isagenesis for 30 days, and if you don't absolutely love them, we'll refund your money. Most people lead lives of quiet desperation. In fact, this is more true today than when Thoreau wrote it so long ago. We're constantly fatigued, have low energy, poor health, and simply can't do many of the things that give meaning to our lives. But just because most people live a life of quiet desperation doesn't mean that you have to be one of them. If you're happy being fat, tired, and sick all the time, then do nothing at all. But if you're ready to go further, do more, and be the best version of yourself, then place your order right now and make a lasting change to your health and wellness today.